So this is for the manual muscle test for the subscapularis muscle. This is a really big muscle that lies on the inside, right, the anterior portion of the scapula. And a lot of times people will feel a pain, if this muscle is involved, they'll feel a pain very, very deep inside their back. Maybe even feel it out towards the front. And it'll feel like a lot of times patients will come in and say, man, I just want to massage this area and I just can't get to it, and they're like pushing around. It's because the subscapularis muscle is on the anterior portion of the scapula. And so this is a muscle that allows us to internally rotate our shoulders. So this is, and it's a very large muscle. And we'll include a picture of this later on in another portion. But it's a very large muscle, and it actually allows us to do a lot of work with our arms and shoulders. Okay, so the way to test this is to bring the arm out to 90 degrees, right? And then this is going to be at about 90 degrees this way with the elbow flexion, and then it can be anywhere from 80 to about 110 degrees of shoulder adduction. Okay, I usually put it right around 90 degrees. It really depends on the comfort of the patient. So the stabilizing hand is going to be under the elbow, and then the line of drive is going to be this way. So, your inside of your palm is going to be right on the inside of their wrist. Okay? And again, we don't want to like squeeze their wrist really hard, right? We just want to be pushing in a certain line of drive. And the line of drive is basically bringing triple heater 5 that way, okay, into external rotation. All right, so again, it's this big muscle. It's like if you could kind of just see through the axilla. It's actually like a lot of times people who have a lot of problems with this muscle often have a 12-1 block, like a spleen heart block. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to be going this way, and then you resist, and resist, and resist, and resist. Okay, one more time. Nice and loose, nice and loose, nice and loose. There we go. And then resist, and resist, and resist. Okay, so the reason why I do it 3 times is usually the first time there's just like a little bit of like surprise factor involved with the test, so people might not realize like proprioceptively what's happening. But by the second time, the muscle should lock up, and then the third time, if the muscle is pretty weak, you would know it by the third time, because people can kind of keep strong for about 2 times, but around the third time is when, if there's a lot of weakness, it gives out. So let's do it one more time. And resist, and resist, and resist. Okay, any pain or discomfort?
No.
All right, very good. So if there is pain or discomfort, it'll usually be sort of like feeling deep inside the shoulder blade. They may even feel it under the axilla here. Sometimes it may even radiate out to like the lung 1, lung 2 area. So that is the manual muscle test for the subscapularis muscle.